NXT did it again. They have literally done it again. Just when you think they're going to give you a bad show or a show that's okay, you know, not better than last week, what have you, they find a way to hit it out of the park. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, it's Steve here, back at it one more time with a new video. Thank you all for watching this video, tuning in back into the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below, give this video a big old thumbs up, and share this video throughout your entire social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, wherever the fuck you share videos. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, where I tweet throughout all these shows: Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, 205 Live now apparently, pay-per-views, but above all else with each and every single one of you awesome mother flowers. And I said 205 Live because early this morning I did record my thoughts and recap for WWE 205 Live from last night, March 13th, with the awesome main event between Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander. So whenever you get a chance, head over to the archives of this channel and go check that out. Because again, you know, why the hell not, right? As well as all my other reviews like Raw for this week and SmackDown Live. But overall, tonight's NXT for March 14, 2018, I thought again was just an amazing show. From top to bottom, really wrestling heavy based, if you will, with a crazy contract signing. But again, just an awesome show. But as always though, I want to hear from you guys down below in the comment threads. Give me your thoughts on the show. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. Also, like I said earlier, you know, sub to this channel, we are literally almost at 1,600 YouTube subscribers. So let's get there before WrestleMania weekend. Can we get there? Can we seriously get there before Mania weekend? Let's make it happen, okay? But anywho, NXT tonight kicked off with the continuation of the first round of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic between Sanity's Eric Young and Alexander Wolf versus Tino Sabbatelli and Riddick Moss, a tag team that's one of my favorites to watch on NXT. I said that before, I'll say it again. I thought this match was a short match, but it served its purpose. You had Killian Dane also at ringside, also Nikki Cross at ringside as well. What they also were referencing on commentary was, hey, can Tino Sabbatelli and Riddick Moss, can they get back on the same page? Because as you all know, a couple weeks ago, there was that, you know, debacle amongst both of them after their match against Heavy Machinery where they lost and Riddick Moss walked out. And they got out on the same page here this match. They were on the same page, making tags back and forth until the end, or almost at the end. You had Tino Sabbatelli holding on to Alexander Wolf, and Riddick Moss is about to go for the double team move, and Alexander Wolf got out of the way, and he ended up attacking Tino Sabbatelli. Nikki Cross got involved as well, but it was all said and done. Like I said earlier, it was a short match that served the purpose to showcase Sanity, where they got the double team finisher, I believe, on Riddick Moss for the 1-2-3, and Sanity goes on to the next round. I'm going to say this too, it's a shame because I always felt like, again, Riddick Moss and Tino Sabbatelli, I feel like they're that tag team that somewhere in the long run in NXT, they could be tag team champions. But again, it's one of those things I just wish they didn't face Sanity right now. You couldn't have done, I don't know, Heavy Machinery versus Montez Sabbatelli. Just like last week as well, you had the Authors of Pain versus TM61. You had TM61 getting fed to Authors of Pain in the first round after hyping them up in all those weeks and shit. But that's no here or there right now. We then get the segment with Tommaso Ciampa as he's once again making his way to the ring, and people are booing and just chanting, "Johnny Wrestling, we want Johnny, Ciampa sucks," just like they were chanting for Tino sucked in the tag team match for Tino Sabbatelli. And Ciampa's in the ring. He's grabbing the microphone like last week. He's about to speak on the mic, and before he gets even a word, people are just booing him, screaming him. Also, the whole crowd at center stage, right? They had the Johnny Gargano face logo waving around, like literally a whole like someone gave these people the paper with the sign and shit, the logo, to show during the Ciampa segment, right? And you could just look at Ciampa's face and it was bothering, like he was triggered almost, right? Think about this. I get the whole purpose here, okay? The notion, what the belief is, if you will, hey, Johnny Gargano is gone, right? And that's what Ciampa accomplished after he cost Gargano the match against Andrade Cien Almas the fourth time for the NXT Championship. He cost Gargano the championship, and he cost Gargano his NXT career, meaning that now Gargano is gone. So in essence, Ciampa should be happy. He should be celebrating that he got rid of him. He even waved goodbye when he left. Remember, he did this sick wave of goodbye. Remember that? But now, because people are chanting Johnny Wrestling, we want Johnny, they're showing the sign, they're showing the shirt, they're waving it at Ciampa. It's bothering him now. It's irking at him, right? Now, we all know what's going to happen at TakeOver New Orleans, per the spoiler, because again, they're out there already. They're already out, all right? There's no way escaping this shit, okay? Fuck it, okay? But I'm going to say this too. This is an idea that I was talking to with OKFabe early in the day on the PM here. An idea that I was thinking about, right? Because again, the belief is now Johnny's done with NXT, right? I'm surprised that we've not seen him, right on Twitter. Hey, I'm going back to the indies, or I'm taking indie bookings, right? You think about this too. NXT, right, or WWE through NXT have these working relationships with other companies such as Evolve, ICW, Progress. I mean, why not have Johnny Gargano wrestle at Evolve or at an ICW or Progress, all right? Until all this folds back at TakeOver New Orleans, right? Who's to say again? Because apparently the match at TakeOver New Orleans will be an unsanctioned match, right? Why not have Johnny Gargano wrestle at Evolve during Mania weekend, right? Have Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee, Johnny Gargano versus Zack Sabre Jr., Johnny Gargano versus Matt Riddle. I'm just saying, just throwing names out there, okay? That you could do for Johnny Gargano, and then maybe recap that on NXT. Hey, this is what Johnny's been doing now, what have you. Something like that. And then you lead up to the match at TakeOver New Orleans with Tommaso Ciampa. But again, it's always that small detail. You know what I mean? Reminded me a lot when Punk left WWE, or allegedly in 2011, with the WWE Championship. He said, oh, maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor. Maybe I'll go to New Japan Pro Wrestling. But he never did that. But AJ Styles and TNA did that in 2013. When he won the TNA World title, and he went to wrestle at Wrestle 1 in Japan, or AAA in Mexico with the TNA World title. Something like that, you know what I mean? But again, it's a small detail. We then had Lacey Evans versus Dakota Kai, the return Dakota Kai, which I was happy to see. I think Dakota Kai is beautiful as all hell. Just saying, the match for what it was a short match as well, where Dakota Kai picked up the upset win, rolling up Lacey Evans after Lacey Evans was working on the arm of Dakota Kai throughout this entire match as well. Keep this in mind too, something that I noticed. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Call me weird all the fuck you want. But when Dakota Kai came out to the ring, I don't know what it is. Maybe the way she was standing in the ring, what have you, but something glowed about her. Something special. I don't know what it is, but it's just that small thing that I just thought was awesome to see. Okay? But Dakota Kai got the win. She was all happy, celebrating the win. And then out of nowhere, they played Shayna Baszler's theme song. And you see Dakota Kai's face go from all happy and joyful to just worried. And she's about to shit herself, right? And Shayna Baszler gets in the ring. She gets close to Dakota Kai. And I'm surprised Dakota Kai didn't just run out of the ring or get out. Right? You would think about that, right? And she's getting close to Dakota Kai, and then Ember Moon music comes and plays, and she comes out to the ring. She confronts Shayna Baszler, says, hey, you want to go at it one more time? We'll do a TakeOver New Orleans. As you all know, Shayna Baszler has been calling out Ember Moon, and allegedly Ember Moon hasn't been answering the call. And you heard a couple weeks how Shayna Baszler said, oh, Ember Moon's ducking me. She's ducking me. Just give me the championship, what have you. So we're going to see the match. TakeOver New Orleans. Shayna Baszler versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. Then they started brawling, right? They started brawling back and forth. Ember Moon's about to hit the Eclipse. Keep this in mind. As all this is happening, as they're brawling in the ring, Dakota Kai is outside at ringside, watching all this go down. Worried, I don't know why, right? And it looked like Ember Moon was going to go for the Eclipse. Shayna counters it or kicks her off the apron or whatever the fuck it was. And she's about to hit the hammerlock DDT from the top rope, right? But Dakota Kai gets back on the apron and does a haluva kick to Shayna Baszler. Shayna's rocked, right? She's like dazed out of her mind. And then Ember hits the Eclipse to close off that segment. I thought it was cool with the assist. Why the hell not? I think the match at TakeOver New Orleans should be a MMA style match where the only way you win is by either knockout or submission. Because the whole idea of them having just a regular wrestling match is not going to work. And you just can't do a no DQ match because you're doing an unsanctioned match at TakeOver New Orleans between Gargano and Ciampa. So I think the best move you could do here is a match where the only way you win is by either knockout or submission. You can do this whole match where, again, I'm just doing fantasy booking here, taking it for what it's worth, where Shayna Baszler's about to, lock in the rear naked choke. But Ember Moon doesn't tap out. She passes out. And that's how she wins the championship. Because I get the feeling at TakeOver New Orleans, Shayna Baszler will walk out as the new women's champion. That's my prediction. We'll see how that goes. All right. After this, I said work, if not. Yeah, I did say that too. But we then had the other match in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We had Heavy Machinery versus the Street Profits. Before the match took place, the Street Profits were dancing around the ringside area. Montez Ford was dancing on top of the announce table in front of Nigel McGuinness. Because again, we need a white guy with no rhythm dancing, right? Why the hell not? To hip hop music. The match, for what it was a comedic match at first. There was a moment where Montez Ford handed over the solo cup to Otis Dozovic, and he took a sip out of the cup. He started dancing, but then got back to business by attacking Montez Ford. A match that you almost thought the Heavy Machinery were going to get the win, but the Street Profits picked up the win when Montez Ford hit the frog splash from the top rope from distance, I believe, on Tucker Knight for the 1, 2, 3. Here's the thing about it, okay? I don't hate the Street Profits, like the people behind the gimmick. I think they're talented in performers. Don't get me the fuck wrong. I'm just not a fan of the gimmick. That's just me, of course, okay? But again, Street Profits go on to the next round, and so does Sanity. So now they join the Authors of Pain. And next week, we're going to get Oni Lorcan and his partner. I forgot his name already. Just fucking butchering his name and shit. All right. Danny Burch versus Mustache Mountain. That should be a fun match to watch as well. And then we get Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne for the UK Championship. The most anticipated match on social media before early today. Because literally early today, people on Twitter were going crazy. Oh my God, Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole for the UK Championship at NXT tonight. And again, this match was amazing. Okay? Amazing match, back and forth. There's a moment in the match where Pete Dunne is like literally doing the whole thing where he climbs up on the top rope. There's like a backflip. And as he's doing the backflip in midair, Adam Cole hits a super kick. And the place just goes ape shit. Holy crap. Just a back and forth match. Near falls here. Obviously, you had Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly at ringside, where I thought they're going to get involved. But they kind of did in a way at the end of the match. But before that even happened, Pete Dunne took out both Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And near the end of the match, it looked like Pete Dunne was about to hit the bitter end, right, on Adam Cole. And keep this in mind, Adam Cole hit his finisher as well. That whole suplex to like a neck breaker or on the knee, whatever. And he got a near fall as well. Just a crazy ass near fall. And at the end of the whole thing, Pete Dunne's going for the bitter end until Fish and O'Reilly got back in the ring and they called it disqualification. And they're beating up on Pete Dunne, right? Beating the holy hell out of him. And then out came Roderick Strong. The same Roderick Strong that had that amazing match last night against Cedric Alexander on 205 Live. And he makes the save, and both Dunn and Strong clear the ring. And it looked like they're about to shake hands because Roderick Strong offered his hand for a handshake. And Pete Dunne just tapped him on the shoulder and walked away. Again, the match itself was an amazing match. People were chanting "Fight Forever." I wouldn't go that far. I thought it was awesome, but I don't think it deserved a "Fight Forever" chant. That's just me, of course, okay? Then we had the contract signing between Andrade Cien Alma and Aleister Black. So Aleister Black came out in a suit. And here's the thing about that, I thought it was cool because it's that small detail, okay? He's not gonna wrestle. And I hate that notion too, when there was like a contract signing or an interview face-off segment, right? You don't need to come out in your wrestling gear. There's nothing wrong coming out in your street clothes, right? It's like when Asuka showed up at fucking Fastlane over the weekend, right? This past Sunday. Why did she come out in her ring gear? She couldn't come out in some casual attire, or even on SmackDown last night. Why did she come out in her ring gear again? You mean to tell me she couldn't come out in some casual attire to confront Charlotte? I'm just saying that small detail, okay? And you can call me nitpicking. It is what it is, okay? And then out came Zelina Vega with no Andrade Cien Alma. And apparently, personally, Vega Andrade was not in the building. And she was going to pretty much take care of the whole business side of this contract signing. Because again, Zelina Vega is indeed Andrade Cien Alma's business partner, her business associate. And so literally through this whole thing as well, you had Zelina Vega just talking how, at TakeOver New Orleans, Andrade's going to embarrass Aleister Black. Just kept on going. And you see Aleister Black checking around the ring, under the table, to see if Andrade is hiding. Because you never know, right? Like, we've never seen these contract signings before. I'm just saying. And he's clearing the table. Like, he takes the table and puts it on the side of the ring while Zelina's talking. And she felt disrespected. Like, why you not paying attention to me, right? And then he's like, I'm going to get on your level. So then he sits down because, again, the whole idea is that Zelina Vega is a short woman. And people are just chanting short, because, again, she's short. Now, I would not be surprised if the PC Warriors get upset. Oh, Aleister Black made fun of Zelina Vega's height. It's not right to make fun of short people. Take a chill pill, okay? It's fucking pro wrestling. Calm the fuck down. Just saying. Just calm the fuck down. And you see this whole thing where Aleister's saying, oh, that's why Andrade's not here, because he knows if he was here right now, he would not level up with me or be on the same level, or he will be just like you, just coming up short. He signs the contract, hands it to William Regal, and he's leaving, right? And he says, you know what, Zelina, I'm happy that you came alone tonight, because I did not come alone. And the next thing you hear is Candice LeRae's theme song, The Wife of Johnny Gargano. And she literally makes a run to the ring to attack Zelina Vega. She throws Vega into the announce table. They're brawling. And I'll be honest, okay? This is me being a guy, okay? I thought that was hot. I thought it was sexy. Just seeing those two brawl for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was sexy. I thought it was hot. I cannot wait to read the negative comments now. Oh, how dare you say that shit? I'm a fucking guy, okay? Fuck off. But they were just brawling, and that's how they literally closed the show, with literally the brawl. And then you see Candice LeRae walk up to Aleister Black, high five him, whatever, with the theme song playing. I'm gonna say this too. I feel like Candice's theme song is kind of cringe. Like it was okay it was okay during the Mae Classic, let it slide, but on NXT now, come on, give her a fucking new theme song. All right, I'm gonna say this too. I would not mind seeing a match between Zelina Vega and Candice LeRae. I'll probably be at the taping before TakeOver, but why the fuck not? You can do that. I'm all for it. But again, here's the thing as well. We have the wrath, right? The fury of Mrs. Johnny Wrestling fighting in the spirit of Johnny Gargano. So why the hell not? I'm all for that too. But again, NXT tonight was a very, very good, enjoyable show. Again, when Raw and SmackDown struggled to give you an exciting show during WrestleMania weekend or during the road to WrestleMania, NXT to the rescue. But as always, I want to hear from you guys down below in the comment threads. Give me your thoughts on tonight's show. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment threads. Or if not, on Twitter at HeelSteven. Like I said, I tweet throughout all these shows. Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, 205 Live apparently now, pay-per-views, with also all of you as well on Twitter. All right? If you're new to this channel, hit that sub button down below. We're almost at 1,600 YouTube subscribers. Can we get there before WrestleMania weekend? Let's fucking do it. All right? Follow me on Twitter also at HeelSteven. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's me, it's Steve, and I'll back, and it's wrestling and whatever. Brrr.